When devotion towards one's own religion turns into hatred towards others, then it is resulted as a communalism. Means a group of people or an individuals, they believe that their own religion is good, their own religion is better, their traditions, their beliefs, their faiths and their norms are better than other religion. In the same point, they discriminate or they stigmatize others religion. So there is a, in this case there is a hatred comes from other people. So the communalism starts at this moment of time. So however, we need to understand how to really prevent this communalism in our country. Because of this communalism, you know, it is taken as a political advantage, and the ideology of communalism also preventing our development, and also it is creating so many social conflicts in the society. But now let us technically understand about our country and its secular state. But you know, India is a secular country. It has a constitutional recognition that freedom of religion. When you look at article 25 to 28, you will be finding that all religions are having equal status in India, and the state has no particular religion. Then let us go and see the historical background of this communalism in India. If you go to British era, you will find in the year 1909 the Minto Marley reforms, they brought reforms. In that reforms, they have given Muslim reservations. From that point of time, you know, there is a clear divide. We found that there is a you know, divide from Hindus and Muslims, and there is a special attention for certain religions. Now if you continue this communalism, what are the consequences? Means there is a danger for our society, like, you know, social division may takes place. Communalism deeply rooted the feeling of you know, you need to understand that we and them, means there is a clearly separate, we belong to this category and you belong to this category, we believe in this God and you believe in that God. Because of this, mutual trust may decrease among the people, and also who have lived together very peacefully, very harmoniously. This small divide may also disturb the quality of life of that people. And the second important point to understand is conflicts and rights. If communal ideology may arise, there is a greater danger to have, you know, conflicts, voids. It leads to violence also in the society. So these rights not only cause the, you know, lives of the people, it also create a loss to the property, it also, you know, create a loss for the business of the various category of the people, and it is also a barrier to development, because the government has to create lot of attention towards to bring law and order in the society. For that, the government is supposed to, you know, spend lot of resources, whether it is human resources, whether it is financial resources. Because of this communalism, you know, the overall development, the important issues like education, health and livelihoods may be interrupted. And one more important danger or is going to happen, like, you know, educational and social backwardness. You know, because of this communalism primarily affects the poor and also middle class sections. It creates obstacles the children education, because in these communalism activities, the poor people and also middle class people, they really participate very actively. So the education of the children's education may disturb, and also because of this, lot of superstitious and religious fantasism increase more than a scientific temper. in this current contemporary world, we need to increase scientific knowledge, and we need to use technology, but however, communalism may become a obstacle in that context. Now another important thing is impact on the political process. Communalism influences the election process. When votes are casted, the religious equations comes into the picture among the political parties. In case if the people vote for certain categories, they may not represent all the category of the people in the society. So communalism is also having impact on your elections. One more important thing is sense of insecurity among the minorities. In our country, we have majority Hinduism people are there, but lot of minority people also there. But among those groups, it may create that insecurity in terms of living, in terms of mobility, in terms of participation, in terms of job identification, etc. So communalism having these kind of losses. Now let us try to understand, India is a diverse country. Communalism is a major threat or obstacle for our development. To confront this, it is essential to promote not just laws, but a communal harmony need to be promoted. Means we need to create awareness about secularism, secular values among the students, among the youth and public in general, so that we can expect a healthy society is formed only when we recognize the humanity and nationalism are greater than individual religions. In this context, it is important to understand the background. Many times the students and the students and the youth, they have a lot of myths and misconceptions regarding the other religion. Don't keep those kind of myths and misconceptions with regard to religion. Try to understand the deeper knowledge, whether it is Hinduism, whether it is Islam, whether it is a Christianity, whether it is Parsi, whether it is a Buddhism, whether it is a Sikh, any religion, it matters. But however, gaining the knowledge about the religion is important. At the same time, in any religion, the main point is respecting others, helping the others, and they treat the God is with the only one person. So try to understand this and try to serve the humanity. Every religion is speaking serving the humanity for the betterment, for the development. However, trying to understanding the religion is very important. Creating awareness on religion is very important. At the same time, making a brotherhood. In the preamble, we can see the word is a fraternity, means all are like brothers and sisters in this country. Means irrespective of their religion, everybody should be treated as brothers and sisters, so that all the people in this country live happily together. Ours is a very diverse country, we all know that. In this diverse country, as all religions are there, but we have to live as a one. That is called unity in diversity.